I just love this girl.
So you did Hey Jude yesterday. Hey, Thaddeus.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I do look like John Lennon
You
today,
do
don't
nice.
I? Yeah. Welcome,
So
everyone, to another exciting
Feel It Real Fun
episode of Feel It Real Fun.
Today's is the 11th disciple, the power of Simon.
It's a very special Simon.
It's not the Simon Peter Simon.
No.
It's another Simon.
That's right. Not Simon and Garfunkel either, everyone
Right.
said. Right.
So we're continuing on with our Neville Goddard's 12 disciples.
Yo, Kim. Yo, Joe.
So-
Triple D and MM people. Oh, my
Hello.
God. Go. Triple
Hello.
D. Oh, my God.
Cool.
Boom, everyone.
Go this
Fran,
way.
Triple D. Boom.
Hiya, Fran.
Oh, my God.
And
So-
Sizzler. Hiya.
Triple D.
So go to freeneville.com.
221 email this pseudo-random goodness. Makes me think
Pseudo-random.
of Jamaica every time. Pseudo-random goodness.
Is he here yet?
No, not yet.
Right. Someone tag Jerry Amika.
That's right.
Because we've got to wish
Triple D, Carlene.
Watts happy birthday
That's
today.
right. What's up?
Yes.
That's right.
So
You guys that are in Triple
hey,
D.
Scott, give a shout out to Jerry.
Jamaica.
Yes. Join
Boom.
our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That is the rightness. Everyone said it shall prevail, but I said no. I said absolutely not. It already has. Anicia, double M. That's right. Boom.
And for refunds, go to
I tell
feelitrealfun.com.
you what, Joe said it well. Triple D, MM made it to the land of Oz.
You
That's
did.
right. We danced naked under the full moon in the garden.
Did you?
Well, I did.
With Joe.
I don't think
Jumpin' Joe. No wonder he
Jumpin'
jumped. He's
Joe.
so jumpy. It's like, what?
Boom. All right, look at
Cool.
those two.
All right.
All right,
So,
everyone.
hopefully we'll see Jerry Amika
Yeah,
here soon.
That's right, Jamaica. So,
Yes.
today, guys, we're going to talk about Simon the Zealot.
Zealot.
I love...
Zealot?
Yeah, uncompromising and fanatical. Those are two words that I want you to tattoo on your everything. Right?
Because if you're a zealous person, can
Yeah.
they call you a zealot?
Absolutely. I am very zealous as well. Look at
Oh.
that. Amber.
So what's the
I gotta
real
take
meaning
these
of
down.
zealous? Because I always thought it was like,
Uncompromising and fanatical.
is it?
That's what I said.
Well, yeah, that's what you said.
That's
Simon was, but
Anyway,
all right.
everybody type it in. Uncompromising and fanatical. All right?
Fanatical.
I'm in that kind of mood right now. Like, I got my... Look at that.
Yeah.
I got
they're in the
my...
vine.
That...
What's that one? Man's
Man's
faith
faith in God is measured by his confidence in himself.
Yeah.
Me.
Cool.
Hmm.
So will we start?
Yeah, absolutely. Melanie says she can't hear us. That means you gotta turn up the volume on your
I
phone.
think the other people can, so
Yeah, everyone else can. So.
Yeah. cool.
Boom. All right, so Victoria,
Yes.
let us start with Simon the Zealot.
Okay.
Joe,
and what
thank
we'll
you.
do is
We'll take care of that when we take care of that.
okay
That's
at the
right.
end of the show, I think. Simon of Canaan.
Simon of Canaan? Oh my God.
Canaan,
All right, continue,
or
Victoria.
Simon from the land of milk and honey.
All right. I'm sorry. So I'm calling Simon the Zealot like I called Thaddeus Jude yesterday. Right?
Yes.
And Victoria's bringing up this milk and honey stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Carlene can hear me perfectly. Oh, this
So what's the fanatical bit about milk and honey?
wouldn't we like to know? Right? Melanie still can't hear
All
us.
I can think is the uncompromising with Neville with his clams. But,
Well, let's continue.
all right.
All right, Zealot.
When called to discipleship is proof that the one who calls this faculty into being has become conscious of the abundant life.
When I look at this, if we look at it one way, it's almost cryptic. But when we get to the last sentence, but not yet.
Not
right?
yet.
Milk and honey. Look at this. So Ross
That's
Stokes.
right,
So you're
Ross.
coming
Good on
you're
you.
coming down on that side, right? So
And dearly
we're gonna.
Simon the Zealot, milk and honey.
I'm sticking with zealot, uncompromising and fanatical. So we're gonna vote today. All right. You guys that are on my team, type it in. Right. Uncompromising and fanatical. If you're on her team, milk and
It's to
honey.
do with milk and honey in an abundant life.
Well, let's see how this all works out.
Right.
Sizzle says it's all powdered milk and honey.
Breast milk. Thank you, Sizzler.
I love my life.
He can say with the Psalmist David, And now here I try and talk
Yeah, this is
Bible language.
Victoria tries to talk Bible. I love this part.
Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over.
All right. A lot of y'all is focused on your enemies, right?
Enemies.
Right? The bitch that he's living with, the loogie, Trump, New World Order, microchip. Yeah, wouldn't you love to have a little friend named Chip? You could call him Microchip. Microchip. Fran says it can't be both. Of course, Fran. Absolutely. Yeah. So, watch this. So, what were we talking? Microchip. Oh,
Anointing oil.
Yeah. So a table is prepared even amidst the enemies. Right? There are people out there, they're buying into the enemies. Right? The loogie's the enemy. The Trump is the enemy. The vaccine is the enemy. The invasion of your privacy is the enemy. You know, like, I'm not into enemies. Right? I'm into breast milk and honey love. Triple D, Tony Doyle. Welcome to the show.
Breast milk and honey love.
That's right. Yeah, this is what we're going to be known for. You remember that? Like in 100 years, they'll be looking back at our. Anyhow.
Okay.
So, all right, Victoria.
So they prepared a table before his enemies.
Right.
And they anointed his head
With oil, and the cup runneth over. Right. So for y'all that are going, well, I'm going to wait till the loogie's over. Loogie's tough. I mean, I'm going to wait till they're done microchipping. We'll see if they develop play the waiting game. Right? That's called being concerned about your enemies. Right? Don't stop it. 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 Anyway, pauses.
Right. The last little paragraph.
This is really important, guys. Ready?
Yes.
Boom. Go for it, Victoria.
This disciplined aspect of the mind is incapable of hearing anything other than good news, and so is well qualified to preach the gospel or good spell.
Alrighty, guys. Let's go deep. Ready? What's the gospel? The gospel is the good news. The good news is about your Savior, salvation, preaching the message, right? Now, when I look on Facebook, and I see people that are all worked up, they're saying, I get it, consciousness is the only reality, something else, especially if they're trying to teach this, and they're buying into dumb shit. They don't have the right to teach this stuff. Neville spoke from a state. This is why I always tell people, I don't listen to anyone reading Neville. Okay? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of lovely people out there reading them, right? But it's like, I want to hear Neville's voice.
Yeah.
Because Neville spoke from a state. His words came from a state. And if somebody is parroting those words, you're getting their state, right? You get I'm just sharing you my state, right? Now, this last bit of being fanatical and uncompromising.
Yes.
Now, when you get the gold here, so the gospel is the good news. If you look at the opening of the New Testament, it talks about the gospel, the good news of our Lord Jesus Christ. You know, this whole imagination thing. When you really get this, you'll get why I'm fanatical and I am uncompromising. Because when people tell me, well, you know what, I was doing good till the loogie came along, and then the loogie knocked me off my square, and I got to wait till the loogie's done before I can actually dive deeper. No.
Yep.
Right? I'm a fanatic about this stuff. There's only one cause. Consciousness is the only reality. You're aware of, you are conscious of what you imagine, what leads, what follows, which is the physical. And if you... What's that last bit? This is so good.
This disciplined aspect of the mind is incapable of hearing anything other than good news.
Okay, and Neville goes on to tell you what the good news is. You get it? When people tell me, this is why I'm stuck. That is why I'm stuck. This is why I'm not doing anything right now. I tell them, what I see is you're imagining the loogie's getting you stuck. You're imagining the microchipping is going to get you stuck. You're imagining the Trump is going to get you stuck. Tony Doyle, Buy the Pearl. You got it? The good news is the gospel. The gospel is, this is your salvation. Your salvation doesn't come from a pill. Your salvation in your damnation doesn't either. Whenever you damn yourself, whenever you lock yourself in a jail cell, it's you doing it. This is why when Neville says this aspect right here, Simon the Zealot, right? Simon from the land of milk and honey. You get why they're the same? Because, and you'll notice right from day one with this whole loogie thing, I've been preaching the message of there's some people out there that are going to really bless the world. They're going to make some fortunes. They're going to bless the world. And there are going to be people out there that hide under the carpet. Right? I can't do nothing. I got to wait till the loogie's over. You got it? You've got a choice. And if you're incapable of hearing anything other than the good news, you get, when you look around, they're experiencing this way because of what they're imagining. They're experiencing this that way because of what they're imagining. Or you can bless the world. Being incapable of only hearing the good news always brings me back to the same core message. What are you imagining? What's your desire right now? Are you there in consciousness? Are you leading? Jake, Triple D, boom, nice to see you.
Oh, yeah.
So, you've got to nail this. And a lady asked me a question today about NLP and Neville Goddard, how they relate in a way. And I said, what I see is most people in NLP are using it to micromanage stuff, and they're creating all sorts of secondary causes. The way I learned it and the way that I now explore it has me noticing details about how people imagine. And there's the big thing, because if you're capable of hearing other than the good news, you're falling for other formulas. Oh, well, I mean, this works except for when karma's involved. Well, this works except for when the loogie's involved. Well, this works except for when the stars don't align, right? Well, this works better when it's 11:11. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But notice, this is about only being able of hearing the good news. The good news is the gospel. The gospel is the plan of salvation. The plan of salvation is you noticing who you are and how this works. I think it's quite brilliant the way Neville put this all together. Because if you go through the whole list, okay, you really get, oh my God, if you're not being the gatekeeper, you're never going to experience that solidness. If you don't have that solidness, you cannot move up to Andrew. You cannot experience that quiet confidence, that quiet curiosity, that knowingness, right? And you just progress through the list. You'll never experience any of that unless you decide you're nailing the first one.
Yep.
And you notice how that fits in. The first one is you're only letting the lovely and the dignified. This one today is you're only capable of hearing the good news, the gospel. In other words, there's no exceptions to this. As far as I can tell, this lesson is all about the pearl. And once you buy the pearl, you get why they're over there doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Got it? You guys, you're lovely. Alrighty. So, Triple D Chris is here. Boom. Yeah, Venus. I like that Uranus retrograde myself. You know. It's like, all right. Alrighty. Oh, here he is. He's joined us.
Wow,
Boom.
you're making this a thing, aren't you, Bruce?
Yeah, I love being on the show. People send me my photo all the time now. So, I've got a question for you before we get to Victoria's strawberry bit.
Yes.
All right. And anything else you wish to add in? Want to add anything else in, Victoria?
No, not until the wind up.
Cool. So, good news. The good news is there's one cause. The good news is it's imagination in action. I'm incapable of hearing anything else. When you look at this little section, and whenever you become incapable of hearing any other cause, well, maybe it was because of bad karma from the other lifetime. Or maybe it was because of the sins. Was it the sins of the father or the sins of the mother that made him the way he is? Oh, dear God. Right? It's only being able to hear the good news, the gospel. So, Victoria.
So, what I'd like to know is, tell us your strawberry bit.
That's
what
right.
I want to know.
Boom.
My strawberry bit was, this is great, and I sort of get the link about the fanatical and with
Yep.
the milk and honey, but it's more incapable of hearing being a fanatic. Well, that was my interpretation. But what I love is how I just realised, of course, for Neville, his thing was always he'd hang on the phone even after they'd hung up.
Yep.
To hear the good news. Like he'd use revision of hearing the good news from them, their conversation.
And you get that would only work if he really buys the pearl.
Yeah.
He's only capable of hearing the good news, content-wise, because he's got he's got the gospel taken care of in process-wise. Otherwise, it's just a daydream. Yep. Boom.
Yes. So that was my strawberry bit, really. Just thinking about Neville, how he used to do that. And then here with Simon of Canaan.
The Zealot.
The Zealot.
All right. You get it?
Yep.
Victoria?
Yes.
May I share my strawberry?
Yes, please do.
I love the whole zealot thing, because if you're going to experience the land of milk and honey, right, you have to be a zealot. You get to be a zealot. And you get to, like, in all seriousness, I mean, like, I can't tell people, it would be better if somebody else was president, okay? It'd be whatever it is, right? My world is determined. My circumstance is determined. My life is determined by what I imagine. That's the good news. And that's also why I share it. I can't help but share it. You get it? I kicked someone out of the group yesterday. Right?
Which, the law of attraction group?
Yeah. They were sharing.
Just checking it wasn't BDD.
They were sharing all sorts of dumb shit about nutrition, and it's like, I love nutrition, right? I really do, right? But it's a bridge, right? Yes. Yeah, I love putting fuel in my car. Okay, the fuel in the car doesn't determine where the car goes or if we have a good time. I determine that. You get it? But the fuel's pretty damn useful. So, what? There we go. Always go back to the good news. Being a zealot. Boom.
Cool.
All right, Brucey boy.
So thank you for typing in your strawberry bits.
Look at all the strawberry
Carleen,
bits.
I noticed you said you love my necklace. Thank you for that. It's actually... in our current DD group that you're in is Anya, and she's got her Facebook shop, The Crystal Goddess. So reach out to her. She's got some magnificent,
beautiful
lovely stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the other goody necklace you wear a lot was from her too. That other goody necklace.
Yeah, the moonstony one. Yeah. Okay, so great. I want to fit in here. Jerry, it looks like you didn't bother showing up for your son. All right.
Let's all sing happy birthday to Watts, even though Jamaica didn't bother showing up.
Exactly.
Ready?
But we'd love to say happy birthday to Watts.
So everybody that knows Jerry Amika, if you'd type his name in,
this
would be great. Right?
It would
if we get a couple hundred of them, right, he'll keep getting notified. Right? It's tough being my friend, right? Jerry's been here twice.
I know.
When you come here twice, you get subject to lots of abuse.
He's entitled to it.
That's right. Alrighty. So Jamaica, Jerry Amika. Somebody type it
Jerry
in. Everybody,
Amika.
Everybody type
him.
in. There we
yes,
go. There we go.
You,
keep
Tommy.
It going. Keep it going.
Going.
Go. Go. Did it. Cool. Alrighty.
Okay.
So ready? Let's all sing happy birthday to Watts.
Happy birthday to
Watts. Happy birthday to Watts.
Happy birthday to Watts.
Happy birthday to Watts. Boom.
Happy birthday, Watts.
Happy birthday, Watts. Yay! What's he doing today, Watts?
What's he doing? So now we'll do the wind up because we haven't done our Crest commercials that we always do. Hiya, Bruce Root. We're just sort of leaving now.
Yeah, everybody type in Jerry Amika. This is so good. Oh my god. Funky.
So that was Disciple 11, Simon from Canaan, or Canaan.
The Zealot.
And we've got one more tomorrow. Jerry!
Oh, Jerry's here!
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Watts!
Happy birthday to you! Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the whole show again.
Yes, I kept calling you, but you weren't here. Okay.
You guys made him appear. That's cool.
Yeah, good on
Somebody imagine Jamaica making it. What'd you make of that?
Yes,
Jamaica made it. Boom.
So, Crest commercial. So go to freeneville.com.
That's right, 221. Email this pseudo-random goodness. I see Tamika's here, too.
Oh,
remember a
she-
long time ago,
I know,
Dave
we
and
were
Triple
saying
D
Tamika Ramika.
was say, if they had they could have a Tamika
They could have a
Mika.
kid.
Meanwhile,
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
it takes about 25 minutes a day. Price of a half a donut a day.
Yeah.
It's like $97.
He loves it.
Oh,
Ace.
Watts.
Good one,
up.
Watts. High five.
Boom. Kaboom, buddy.
And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
That's it. We'll
That's
catch
it.
you guys tomorrow for the last in the series.
That's right. And it's going to be so good because we're going to dive into the disciple of.